Well, good evening, everyone, and a happy Christmas to you. Welcome to one more session on 100 must solve SNAP questions. I'm Hitesh Hariramani. I'm 99.97 percentile in CAT Quant 2018. Let us start. I've been teaching aspirants. I've been teaching aspirants since 2008 and I've appeared and cleared CAT many times. These are some of my performances: 99.97, 99.96, 99.9. These are quant percentiles: 99.5, 99.31 quant and DI percentile. Overall percentile: 99.26, 99.59. If you do so well in one of the sections, you're bound to do good overall as well. If you're able to survive in two sections, and you do exceeding well in one, overall also your results shoot up. Plus, we are discussing SNAP here. SNAP colleges, SIBM, SCMHRD, SIIB, these colleges do not have sectional cutoffs. So you have to dominate in at least one section to do well in the exam. You have to dominate in at least one of the sections, but whichever is a strong area. Today I'll be solving some questions for you from SNAP paper, previous year papers. We are about to launch a batch on 28th. On 28th, these are the educators you can see. The batch is called Absolute Batch. The other batch is called Complete Weekday Batch. These are the educators. Do check out their profiles. Do consider joining these courses. Now, what is the benefit of taking a plus subscription? If you take a plus subscription with Unacademy, you get to see one session n number of times. You get to see same session from different mentors. You get to be trained from or by leading educators in the industry. That is not feasible and possible in offline courses. You attend a session one, you have to travel from point A to B. You did not understand, you have to speak with someone and then again travel for one more time. Here, you can watch every session n number of times at your leisure time. So if you plan on purchasing any plus subscriptions, hurry.h is my educator code. Consider using this. You get 10% discount on the price of the course. So let us dive into the session. I'll give you a few seconds to read the problem in every case and then I'll solve it for you. Let us say you have 30 seconds to read and try the problem. These questions have been taken from SNAP. Very few modifications have been made where there is need. The slot one of SNAP is already over. So these questions have been molded to the current level of SNAP. So give it a try. I'm live through YouTube live chat as well. If you have anything to ask or say, you can do that through the chat window. Yeah, let me try. What is being said? A reduction of 20% in the price of sugar enables a man to purchase 6 kilograms more for rupees 240. What is the original price of the sugar? So I should be able to solve this question even if I go through options or if I form equations. Very elementary question. If I assume that the price was rupees 10, so 24 kilograms were bought earlier. If I reduce the price by 20%, the new rate becomes rupees 8 per kg. How many kilograms can I buy for rupees 240? I can buy 30 kilograms. Is there an addition of 6 kg in it? Absolutely. That was the question. When you decrease the price by 20%, you are able to buy 6 kilograms more. Now, this question should not take more than a minute. This is our answer. Even if A was not the option and C was the option, still I should be able to solve it pretty fast because all the values are there in front of me. None of these is not as an option. CBD is not there as an option. Yeah, I'm seeing some activity here. Whatever doubts you have, whatever queries you have, you can type and comment. We can discuss it forward. Let me carry on with this. So I'll give you again 30 seconds. What is the time for? Read the question, judge what type of question is it, calculation based, concept based, is it in your reach, do you know all the methods to reach the answer? If yes, then give it a try. So I'm giving you 30 seconds because I want to solve more and more questions for you guys. So you guys get to see how faculties approach these questions. So 30 seconds, give it a shot. Yeah. A solid sphere is melted and recast into right circular cone with the base radius equal to radius of the sphere. What is the ratio of height and radius of the cone formed? What is there? A sphere. What is it being cast into? It is being cast into a right circular cone. So do I know their formulas? So the formula is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. That is the formula for volume of a sphere. Now the radius of the sphere and the cone is same. What is the formula for volume of cone? 1 by 3 pi r square into height of the structure. That is the question. What is the ratio of height and radius of the cone formed? I want h upon r. See, pi r square by 3, pi r square by 3 is there. That is gone. So remaining is r, remaining is h. So what is h upon r? 4 by 1. That is the question. What is the ratio of height and radius of the cone so formed? 4 by 1. Answer option D, none of these. Again, you don't have to draw diagrams. You do not have to go into diagrams. The radius here is same as the radius here. So 4 by 3 pi r cube is the volume, and the volume on the right side is 1 by 3 pi r square. That is the volume of a cone, right circular cone. So pi r square cancelled, denominator 3 cancelled. So remaining h, remaining r, and 4 times is remaining. So 4 by 1 is the answer that we are looking for. Again, a question hardly worth 1 minute or more than 1 minute. So pay attention what steps are required to solve. Again, I'll give you 30 seconds. A question on Raju and Ram. Give it a shot. Good, you guys are giving me answers. That is good. Shruti, your answer for the previous question is correct. There is slight lag in the video transmission. That is expected. YouTube does include a lag. What is this question saying? Salary of Raju and Ram is 20% and 30% less than salary of Saroj, respectively. What percent, by what percent is the salary of Raju more than Ram? Everything is a multiple of 10 in percentage. So what I will start with is Saroj has a salary of 100, Raju has a salary of 80, Ram has a salary of 70. So if you are looking for percentage increase decrease between such basic numbers, put them in the ratio 8 by 7. You want to know Raju is what percentage more? Raju is 1/7 more than Ram. What is 1/7 as a percentage? 14.28. Follow this. Such easy questions are there, are being asked in Snap. That is why cutoffs are going to go very high this year. So if you are following the Unacademy Catalyst channel, on that I have conducted one session on discussion of Snap and ZAT. What strategy to follow, how to approach these, how to sequence your sections, how much time to give, what kind of scores to expect. And I have predicted one cutoff as well for you guys for SIBM, SCMHRD and SIIB and SIBM Bangalore. So go through that session. I have shared the strategy, how and what sessions or sections should you pick and start with. So again, 30 seconds. Give it a shot. This time is there for you to read and comprehend the question. Anyways, I'm going to solve it for you. You can answer me in that time. Well and good. Yes, beta, do not focus on percentile in Snap, focus on marks. Marks से cut off देखो, do not be bothered about percentiles. इतने number मुझे चाहिए. What colleges are you targeting about? If you tell me their names, I'll be able to tell you कहाँ तक उनके cut off marks expected हैं. Or else you can go through the channel. If you want, I'll share the link of the video once the session is over. I'll share with you the link of the previous session on cutoffs and all. So what is being said? A radius of the wire is decreased to 1/3. Its volume remains the same. The length will become how many times the original? Now I can answer this by applying formulas. I can answer this through proportionality. See, radius square multiplied by length is equal to volume. If I keep the volume constant, the length will be inversely proportional to r square. Very common sense. If I'm going to make the radius 1/3, 1/3 ka square in the denominator, so beta length will become 9 times. I can solve this through formulas, but I want you guys to learn the most efficient way available. What is not changing? The volume is not changing. So when something is constant, on the left side you have product of two quantities, right side is constant. So both quantities are inverse of each other. Because radius is becoming 1/3. When the radius becomes 1/3, so radius will come in the denominator with a square. So 1/3 in the denominator with a square. So 9 goes up. So the length will become beta 9 times. Yeah. SCMHRD, if I have to put a number on it, I'll say somewhere in the range of 38 to 40 marks we are discussing. SIB, let us say 3 marks below that. Earlier, when the exam used to be of 180 marks, there used to be a gap of 15 marks and 10 marks. Now, because exam is of less marks, the gap between these also will be less. It will shrink proportionally. Common sense, guys. Common sense. Scaling. आगे देखते हैं. Again, you have 30 seconds. Are you done? Try. Yash, Shruti, if you guys want to ask me these questions, if you want more information on this, on Telegram, you can find my group as Hari_Hitesh. If you search this group on Telegram, you can directly message me. I am the owner of the group. Queries relating cutoffs, colleges, what choices to make. Today I was answering one query about what kind of job should I take after my engineering, because I am completing my engineering in July this year, to further my MBA ambitions. It's a very genuine query. What kind of job should a person take? Let us come back. Two pots, A and B, contain syrup and water in the proportion 3 by 7, 5 by 2 respectively. Find the ratio in which these mixtures to be mixed so that the new mixture contains syrup and water in the ratio 2 by 3. भाषा पे ध्यान दो. क्या मिलाना है, कितना सिरप और वाटर है, you have got the ratio. और क्या बनाना है, that also ratio is given to you. The question is how to mix them. But this is the prime example of allegations. Allegations, how do we solve? You solve allegation through one component. Either you go with syrup or you go with water. One component. See, syrup is 3 out of 10. That is the concentration of syrup. Syrup is 5. Syrup is 5 out of 7. That is the concentration of syrup. This is solution A. This is solution B. What are you creating? You are creating 2 by 5. Now, when dealing with such questions, denominators are going to cause problem for you. So you multiply a number from outside, that will cancel all the denominators. I am multiplying 70. So what happens here? 70 comes here, cancels, becomes 21. 70 comes here, becomes 50. 70 comes here, 14 into 2, 28. So beta, now you perform allegation. The gap between these two is 22 and the gap between these two is 7. So the volume ratio of A and B would be 22 by 7. When do we apply allegations? Let me repeat that part one more time for you. Allegation सिर्फ और सिर्फ तब लगाते हैं जब क्या मिलाना है is known to you और क्या बनाना है is known to you. The only question is मिलाया कैसे. जैसे if I tell you that there is a rice of price 62 rupees per kg, there is another variety rice which is priced rupees 68 per kg, और मिलाकर हमें बनाना है 65. How do I combine? So the gap between these is 3. The gap between these is 3. So 1:1. You mix them in equal volumes. This is the beauty of allegation. That is designed only for one purpose. What is that purpose? Milaya kaise. Now, you have another 30 seconds. You have another 30 seconds here. Yes, you can send me this query through the Telegram group. I'll definitely be able to help you in this. Or at least I'll try. Usually clocks is something people cover with reasoning. I have put one question here in quant. I want to see, do you guys know a method without formulas? Without formulas, you can answer this question under 1 minute. The question is, what will be the angle made by the hands of the clock at 8:35? So you start in this manner. You imagine 8 o'clock. Right now the angle is 240. With every 2 minutes, the other hand is getting closed by 11 degrees. So with 35 minutes, the other hand is getting closed by 35 into 11 by 2. So 583 by 2. So if I divide both, 192.5. Listen to the language. The gap was 240 degrees and the other hand has come close by 192.5 degrees. So what is the angle remaining? The difference between the two. So there is 5 here, there is 7 here. So ending with 7.5, this is the answer. Again, let me highlight the solution. Guys, this is the solution. You don't even have to draw the diagram. I am putting the diagram there to help you out. So this theta approach is very beneficial, very fast. What is the idea here? the minute hand is getting closer with the speed of 11 degrees in 2 minutes. So in 35 minutes, how much closer will it get? It will get closer by 192.5 degrees. The gap was 240, 192.5 ये नजदीक आ गया है. Subtract both. Yeah. But if you are on Telegram or if you are on Plus course, you can definitely buzz me through faculty profile as well, through the message feature. So again, same drill, 30 seconds. Read and try. Give it a shot. %90 जनता will solve it through weighted averages. But are you better than the 90% of the जनता? Let us see. A batsman was having 32 runs per inning as his average after 15th innings. His average increased by 2 runs after 16th innings. What was his score in the 16th innings? Let me talk about deviation. See, the average was 32. The new inning increases the average by +2. So the new inning has to carry 32 plus 2. That is its own score. It must carry 34. Now, there are 15 innings. There are 15 innings for which the score must be increased by 2. So the new inning must carry all of this. This is 30 and this is 34. This is 64. What 90% Janta will do here is 15 multiplied by 32 plus x upon 16 is equal to 34. There is nothing wrong with this. What have you done here? You have applied the concept of weighted average. 32 का average है, 15 innings है, multiply both, ये total score है. 16th inning का score x है, upon 16 करेंगे तो आपका average आ जाएगा. The method that I have applied is called the deviation method. What is the idea behind this? क्योंकि एवरेज 2 से बढ़नी है तो इसको 34 तो लेके चलना पड़ेगा अपना एवरेज फॉर इट्स ओन. 16th इनिंग को 34 लेके चलना पड़ेगा और बाकी 15 इनिंग्स को +2 +2 +2 इसको डोनेट करना है तो उसको 30 उनके लिए भी कैरी करना है. सो इफ यू नो दिस मेथड यू कैन आंसर वर्बली. इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद दिस, गो विद इट. नथिंग रॉन्ग विद द अप्रोच. इट्स आल्सो फाइन. लेट अस ट्राई मोर क्वेश्चंस. देखो घर पे भी आप अगर पढ़ रहे हो जैसे मैं करता हूँ, क्वेश्चन हुआ फटाफट से नेक्स्ट वन, फटाफट से नेक्स्ट वन. डोंट टेक अननेसेसरी ब्रेक्स इन बिटवीन. एग्जाम में ब्रेक्स नहीं मिलेंगे ना. 30 seconds. Read the question. What method comes to your mind? Do you have a strategy ready to tackle this? Those of you who are joining us now, beta, you can send your doubts through live chat. I'm live through my laptop as well as my cell phone, so I can reply it through cell phone by typing, or I can simply answer it through the screen. Start. The least number which is a perfect square and is divisible by each of these numbers. बेटा perfect square जो होते हैं they never end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. Squares cannot end with 2, 3, 7, 8. तो बेटा ये square वैसे भी नहीं है. The answer is one of these values. क्या कह रहे हैं? Perfect square जो इनसे divide हो. Divide कौन होता है? जो LCM होता है. What is this? This is 2 into 7. What is 16? 2 to the power 4. What is 18? What is 18? 18 is 2 into 3 square. So how do we write LCM? Write down all of the primes and take their largest powers. The largest power of 2 is 4. Largest power of 3 is 2. 7 ka power is 1. Now listen to the language. If I want this to be a square, the powers must be a multiple of 2. So if I want it to be a square, मेरे को यहाँ पे एक और 7 लगाना पड़ेगा. So the answer is 16 into 9 into 49. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. This is almost 50. 50 into 16. 50 into 16 into 9. तो रफली देखो, मैं रफली बात करूं, यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ा गैप है, यहाँ बहुत बड़ा गैप है. 50 into 16 is 800 into 9, 7200 के आसपास आंसर. दिस इज द आंसर. Even though I'm poor with calculations, I got my answer pretty fast. How? LCM concept मुझे पता है. What? How do we calculate LCM? You factorize numbers, you take highest power of primes, and you got a result with you. And you accordingly adjust the squares. What is the concept of squares here? The power must be even. तो power को even कर दो आप. Let us try more questions. We have 4-5 minutes remaining, so I'll be trying and solving more questions for you. क्या कह रहे हैं? 3 candidates A, B and C participated in an election. A gets 40% of the votes more than B, and C gets 20% votes more than B. A also overtakes C by 4,000 votes. 90% of the voters voted and there are no invalid or illegal votes cast. Then what will be the number of voters on the list? First thing, up to this point, do you see everything is a multiple of 10? तो B को मैंने 100 ले लिया. I got A as 140, C as 120. The gap between them is 20. Please listen to the language. The gap is 20. What is the actual gap between A and C? 4,000. So how do you convert 20 into 4,000? By multiplying 200. Listen to the language. I want total votes. मेरे को नहीं चाहिए A, B, C के. I want total. So what is the total here? The total is 360. Multiplied by 200, that is 72,000. Hold your horses. ये total voters का 90% है. तो बेटा ये किसका 90% है? 80,000 का. इतना फास्ट आप बना सकते हो. सर why did you take B is equal to 100? क्योंकि B से कितना ज्यादा A और कितना ज्यादा C है, तो B is the reference. एक बार आपने B को 100 ले लिया, A is equal to 140, C is equal to 120. The gap between them is 20 according to me. But data कहता है 4,000 का gap है. तो 20 को 4,000 कैसे बनाए? 200 times. That is called multiplying factor. अब मेरे को सबके वोट चाहिए A, B and C. तो 100, 100, 100, 300, 40, 20, 60, 360. 360 into 200 is 72,000. अब ये 72,000 90% वोटर्स है ना, पूरे वोटर्स नहीं है. ये लिस्ट के 90% है. 72,000 किसका 90%? 80,000. इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. दैट इज व्हाई कट ऑफ्स आर गोइंग टू बी हाई दिस ईयर. लेट अस ट्राई मोर क्वेश्चंस. In a competitive examination, there are 5 sections. 10% of the total numbers cleared the cutoff in all. 5% cleared cutoff in none. The remaining candidates 30. From the, देखो सुनना अभी यहाँ पे, from the remaining 30 cleared in only one section, 20 cleared in only 2 sections, 10 cleared in only 3 sections, and remaining 120 candidates cleared in only 4 sections. How many students appeared the exam? तो मैंने assume किया 100 बच्चे हैं, 5 बच्चों ने सब में क्लियर कर दिया, जिसे कहते हैं ओवरलैप ऑफ ऑल, और 5 बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने किसी में भी क्लियर नहीं किया, नन. अब कौन बच गए? वो बच्चे जिन्होंने 1 में क्लियर किया, 2 में क्लियर किया, 3 में क्लियर किया और 4 सेक्शंस में क्लियर किया. 4 सेक्शंस वाले कितने हैं? 1020. ये एग्जैक्ट नंबर है, इसको परसेंटेज में कन्वर्ट करके मैं आंसर ले आऊंगा. सुनो अभी, ये बेटा रिमेनिंग में से निकालना है. अगर 5 और 5 चला गया तो रिमेनिंग कितना है? 90. 90 का 30% कितना होगा? 27. 90 का 20% कितना होगा? 18. 90 का 10% कितना होगा? 9. तो इन सबको ऐड करके 100 से माइनस कर दो. प्लीज ऑब्जर्व, ये कितना है? 45. 45 प्लस 10 55. 55 प्लस 9 64. 64 अगर आपने माइनस कर दिया 100 से तो कितना बचता है? 36. तो बेटा 36% इज इक्वल टू 1020. द क्वेश्चन इज हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर. सो इसको 1020 को डिवाइड बाय 36 इंटू 100 कर दो. ये 6 इंटू 6 गया, ये गया 6 इंटू 1470. यहां से अप्रोक्सीमेट आप आंसर निकालो. वेरीफाई दीज कैलकुलेशंस. कितना था ये? 45 प्लस 10 55 प्लस 9. हाँ, कैलकुलेशंस आर करेक्ट. वेरीफाई कैलकुलेशंस. 100 का 10% 10 होगा. बेटा यहां लिखा है, सुनो. फ्रॉम द रिमेनिंग कैंडिडेट्स 30 क्लियर्ड 1 सेक्शन, 20 क्लियर्ड 2 सेक्शन, 10 क्लियर्ड ओनली सेक्शन 3. फ्रॉम द रिमेनिंग का हुआ है, फ्रॉम द रिमेनिंग का हुआ है. ये जो आप 30% लगा रहे हो, 10% लगा रहे हो, हाँ, ये कैलकुलेशन एक बार आप वेरीफाई कर लेना. दैट इज द आइडिया हियर. एक क्वेश्चन और बनाते हैं आपके लिए. द टाइम इज ऑलरेडी अप. एडमिन स्ट्रीम कट ऑफ ना कर दें. A man sold 3/4 of his articles at a gain of 20% and remaining at the cost price. What is the gain percentage? आराम से. इसके पास 5 सामान है. 3 क्वांटिटी को इसने 20% कमा के बेचा और बाकी 2 क्वांटिटी को कुछ नहीं कमाया. तो कितना कमाया इसने? इसने 60% कमाया. ये 60% जब सब में बटेगा तो he is earning 12% overall. ऑब्जर्व. 5 क्वांटिटी अज्यूम करने का बेनिफिट क्या था हमारे पास? व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ अज्यूमिंग 5 क्वांटिटीज? क्योंकि आपने 5 सामान लिया, 3/5 इज 3, बच गए 2. इन पे 20% गेन है और बाकी पे कोई गेन नहीं है, तो टोटल गेन 60% है और एवरेज आउट कर दो वेटेड एवरेज. तो tomorrow I'll see you guys again at the same time, 6:30. Guys, do not be late. You are losing first 6 to 8 minutes. I can see a lot of you are late. If you want to find me on Unacademy, my profile is @hari.h. Unacademy.com के बाद if you put a slash in hari.h, you can find me, you can send me your queries, you can follow me there. मेरी प्रोफाइल के नीचे you'll find couple of free sessions. मैंने और वहां पर सेशंस लिए हुए हैं ZAT के, स्नैप के, IFT के, जो फ्री सेशंस में अवेलेबल. You can see those. Plus CAT-alyst चैनल पे भी I have got couple of sessions. You can see those as well. अभी मैं सेशन एंड करता हूं. कल आपको मैं यहीं से पिकअप करवाऊंगा एंड अगेन आई विल सॉल्व फॉर यू 10 to 15 प्रॉब्लम्स in 30 minutes. So have fun guys. Again